Hello, this is King Maxi Jacob Forever, and I'm here reading my next Skatoony story. Except for this video, I will only be reading one, because the one after this one is the double episode special. Well, I'll only be reading the first two chapters, then the last two on the next video. But in this video, I will only be reading the chapter before it, which is Web Show Special. And the reason it's called Web Show Special is because this one has 3 web show celebrities making an appearance, and 2 of them have history with one another. You'll see what I mean later. In the green box was a girl named Helen. In the red box was a man in a white shirt and glasses. AVGN, the angry video game nerd. In the pink box was a girl called Patty. In the purple box was a man with sunglasses. Hardcore Kid. In the blue box was a girl named Anne. And in the yellow box was a man with a black cap and glasses. Nostalgia Critic. Welcome to Skatoony, the show where kids and toons compete for prizes. Now, let's shine and glow for the hosts of the show, Chud Chudders. Chud flew into the studio with a jetpack. Has anyone seen my glasses? And the Earl? Yeah. Chud took off the jetpack. What do you say, Earl? I say we meet the contestants. Say hello to Helen, the angry video game nerd, Patty, Hardcore Kid, and the Nostalgia Critic. Nerd! Oh, great. Critic is here too. Long time no see, Critic. Oh boy. These two have history. Well, regardless of their history, listen up to the rules of the game. All you gotta do is stay in the game through 3 rapid-fire rounds. We're gonna knock 2 of you out at the end of round 1, then drop the second pair of losers at the end of round 2. That'll leave 2 contestants battling it out to see who goes through to the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge. What do they win, Earl? A PlayStation 5. Well, at least with that I can take a break from all the classic games I play. I don't think so, nerd. I'll be the one who takes that PS5, because I'm the Nostalgia Critic, and I remember it so you don't have to. Well, I'm the Hardcore Kid, and I'm hardcore enough to review kids' stuff. Can we just start the show before things escalate? Please do. Alright, let's start the show with Bang On or Bogus. Okay, Freckle Feet, let's run through the rules. I'm gonna say a bunch of statements to you. Some of them are facts, some others are false. You say bang on for true and bogus for false. So if you think it's true, you buzz in and shout, bang on. And if you think it's false, you shout, bogus. You got it. At the end of the round, the 2 lowest scoring players are out, and we play until Catcool is able to get his beret back from Lifty and Shifty. Huh? Suddenly, Catcool's beret disappeared from his head. After looking around, he saw Lifty and Shifty with his beret. Hey! Lifty and Shifty ran off. Catcool ran after it. Shouldn't it say them? Here we go. Rock cakes are made from real rocks. And bogus. Correct. The sun never shines in Antarctica. AVGN. Bogus. Correct. Coca-Cola was first sold in 1886. Nostalgia Critic. Bang on. Correct. Tomatoes are fruits, not vegetables. Patty. Bang on. Correct. Morgana used to claim he's not a cat. Hardcore Kid. That's a hardcore bang on. You are hardcore correct. Hey, I'm not a cat. Oh wait, I remember I am. Anyways, Woody Woodpecker and Bugs Bunny were created by the same person. Nostalgia Critic. Bang on. Correct. The main playable character from Legend of Zelda is Zelda. AVGN. Bogus. Correct. And it looks like we're nearly out of time. Bradley Cooper is married to Lady Gaga in real life. Patty. Bogus. Correct. Stars are mainly compressed of hydrogen. Anne. Bang on. Correct. Unicron is a transforming unicorn. Helen, welcome to the game. Bogus. Correct. And I think Lifty and Shifty were getting tired from all the running. Suddenly, Min Min punched both of them and grabbed Cat Cool's beret. I have your beret, Cat Cool. Thank you. Eee! And that's the end of the round. And it's time to start sending people home. The nerd is out. Check the scores. The nerd is right. He is through. Critic is through. Patty is through. Anne is through. But Hardcore Kid is out. No matter, I give the show a hardcore hit. And so is Helen. Oh, what? Sorry, but you were less participants and too slow on the buzzer. Like I said, with 1 point each, you and the Hardcore Kid are both out of here. Sing it, Earl. Thanks for playing, but you're out of here. You gave it a go, but you're out of here. Don't hang around town, 'cause you're out of here. It's time to go, 'cause that's the show, and you're out of here. Yeah. Helen and Hardcore Kid were ejected into the prune juice factory. I'm taking you down in the next round, nerd. AVGN rolled his eyes. You're so petty. That's enough, you two. Besides, it's time for round 2, which is Blindfold Buffet. Alright, Funky Feet, let's run through the rules. I'm gonna ask some questions, and the answer will always be either broccoli, grated cheese, whipped cream, strawberry jam, and chocolate sauce. Though it should say or chocolate sauce. You won't know that because you're blindfolded. When you think you know the answer, just hold up the correct food and bash that buzzer. The 2 lowest scorers get kicked off, and we play until Tony realizes I left a late Christmas present full of who's paint for him. Tony was walking to his office. I need to check my emails. And we're off. Which of these is commonly on scones? AVGN. The nerd was holding jam. Correct. I also would have accepted cream too. Next, which of these is the biggest pizza topping? You said double episode special at the beginning, when it's actually the quadruple episode special. Ah, yeah. Silly me. I must have gotten a bit confused there. With the double episode from before, and the quadruple episode, which is what I'll be reading in the next one. Oh, jeez. What am I like? Anyways, as I was saying, Nostalgia Critic, cheese. Correct. Which of these is green cauliflower? Patty, broccoli. Correct. Chocolate melts into this. Anne was holding what she thought was chocolate sauce, was actually whipped cream. You're holding whipped cream. The answer is chocolate sauce. Next, this is made from small fruits. Nostalgia Critic, jam. Correct. This comes from a dairy product that was cheese before it became a food. AVGN, the nerd was holding grated cheese. Correct. Which of these is a vegetable? AVGN, the nerd held up broccoli. Correct. And I think we're nearly out of time. Hey, you trying to score more points than me, nerd? This guy. Which of these is brown? Nostalgia Critic, this. Critic yelled, holding chocolate sauce. Correct. Which of these can be squirted from a can? AVGN, the nerd was holding whipped cream. Correct. Which of these is full dairy? Anne took a handful of each. I can't accept that, Anne. You could have said grated cheese, whipped cream, or chocolate sauce. Next, which of these is not a spread? Critic, broccoli. Correct. What is this? Shudders. And that's the end of the round. And I can reveal that the angry video game nerd and nostalgia critic are both through to round 3. Perfect. Now I get to defeat the nerd in round 3. You're getting your hopes up too high, critic. And that means Anne and Patty are both out of here. Hit it, Earl. You're out of here. Patty and Anne were ejected into the prune juice factory. Patty Ann. Why does that name sound so familiar? Anyways, and now it's an all-action final with the angry video game nerd and the nostalgia critic. That PS5 is mine. You'll see, nerd. The nerd facepalmed. You're such a child. Can it? We'll settle who wins the prize with a game of Danger Box. Okay, you two, here are the rules. I'm gonna ask some general knowledge questions. Buzz in when you think you know the answer, but you can't answer until you've eaten the contents of one of the boxes in front of you, and some of them are pretty nasty nibbles. Are some of them pictures of the nerd's face? Can we hurry this along, please? Okay. We play until Burping Herbert drops all of those plates. Gotta get these to the kitchen. Alright, let's play. In which episode first showed a precursor of Bugs Bunny? Nerd. The nerd opened box B. It was bacon. Lucky for you, you get to eat 2 bacon strips. The nerd ate 2 bacon strips, then gave his answer. Porky's Hare Hunt, he answered, finishing the bacon strips. Correct. Which console is Sonic Shuffle available on? Critic. Nostalgia Critic opened box C. It was a cheeseburger. Great, you get to take a bite of the cheeseburger. Critic began eating the cheeseburger and gave his answer. Sega Dreamcast, he said, continuing to eat the cheeseburger. Correct. How many copyright strikes can a YouTube channel get before it gets shut down? Critic. I'm gonna beat you, nerd. Critic opened box A. It was shattered parts of a food fight DVD disc. The critic screamed and threw the box far away. Talk about an overreaction. Oh, we're nearly out of time. Anyways, what does the E in email stand for? Nerd. The nerd opened box B, and in it was cabbage. You gotta take 3 bites of cabbage. The nerd ate the cabbage. Electronic, the nerd answered, eating the cabbage. That's correct, nerd. Next question. Who has the initials SM? Crash. There was the sounds of multiple plates smashing, and Burping Herbert was seen standing in a pile of shattered dishes. Oh dear. And that's the end of the round. And I can reveal that the one going through to the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge is the... nerd! What? See what happens when you get in over your head, critic? And that means the nostalgia critic is out of here. Hit it, Earl. You're out of here. Yeah. Nostalgia critic yelled, Nerd! As he was ejected into the prune juice factory. That critic needs to grow up. He's gone. And now it's time for the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge. AVGN, you face through a hardcore reviewer, 3 kids, and your old rival. You've got 90 seconds to answer 10 questions correctly. Do so, and you win yourself a fantastic PlayStation 5. Fail, and you only leave with disappointment. How are you feeling? Like a nerd. Alright, if you don't know the answer to any of the questions, just shout something silly and I'll move on. Let's play! What year was the first Donkey Kong game released? 1981. Correct. What was the first video game ever made? Pong. Correct. Who invented the light bulb? Thomas Edison. Correct. What is the final color of a rainbow? Violet. Correct. What is arachnophobia? Fear of spiders. Correct. What is the group of teens that fighting robots called? Power Rangers. Correct. What was the name of the first Diamond Pickle 994 Skatoony story? Critter Quizzin'. Correct. Who was the first Toon contestant to win the show? Violet the Gazelle. Correct. Fill in the blank. Cat Cool, King Pong, Burping Herbert, and who else? Natterjack. Correct. What is the most recent game you've reviewed? Bartman meets Radioactive Man. AVGN, you have succeeded in less than 45 seconds. And I didn't even need my halfway deal. Of course I got them all right. I'm the nerd. You are also the winner of the PlayStation 5. Nothing can ruin this. Yeah. What's up, Doc? Suddenly, Bugs Bunny appeared beside the nerd and splattered a pie in the nerd's face. You! AVGN then tackled Bugs Bunny out of the quiz block, and the two began fighting like Peter Griffin and the giant yellow chicken. Well, that's it for this Skatoony part, Eagle Eyes, but make sure to come back for more Kid vs. Toon quizzing coming your way real soon. Before Chud could finish, AVGN and Bugs Bunny knocked over a camera, causing the screen to say, "Please stand by." Well, that's it for this Skatoony readings. The next chapter, I'll be reading the first 2 episodes of the quadruple episode special, and in the next one, I'll be reading the final 2. So, be sure to look forward to those. See y'all!